It's Thursday, meaning it's time for Deviant Paradox, a City of Mist campaign. Let's start with introducing our players, starting with Ruth.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm here on Tuesdays as Exit, uh, Thursdays as today as Nora, and Sundays as Runa. Um, yeah, that's about all. Sometimes you can find me in the Discord. Otherwise, I am allergic to the internet. Yeah. Is it hot potato? Bison.
That's me. I should unmute myself. Hi, I'm Bison, underscore Stonefist, as they say. I am a regular contributor on this channel, which is a fancy way of saying I have no life. I am here 4 times a week. Tonight, you can catch me playing Garrett Sakes, the resident emo. On Saturdays, on our Star Sworn game, I play Calvin Scooter Hobbs, a totally legitimate pilot and freshly minted captain. That's a great decision, guys. Great. On Sunday, on Shadow of the Vocterm, I play Gav the Grin, our back alley Batman. And Big Lovable Dumbass. And on Tuesdays, I am the poor bastard responsible for running the Cyberpunk Red campaign Carnage Heights. I say that only because I love it so much. And yeah, it's been wild. Other than that, you can find me in the Discord a lot. Because like I said, I have no life. Yeah, so let's go to Ren.
I remembered to unmute this time. I am Anna Maria Salvaggio, otherwise known as Renmelian online, which is short for the Renaissance Chameleon. I am a nerd of all trades, longtime gamer, LARP, tabletop, the whole nine, and I am Professor Jessa Marai, the head of the tech department for this game here on Thursday nights. And I'm fairly newcomer, and I'm gonna hot potato to my real life daughter, Artie.
Hi, adventurers. I'm Fox, also known as Rock Paper Fox on most socials. I am an illustrator, designer, and live streamer. You can find me on my channel, Rock Paper Fox Nerd, doing art and gaming on Mondays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, around the same time as this wonderful game. And when I'm not causing general chaos in the Dirty 20 Discord server, you can find me here on Thursdays, haha, playing the ever creatively anxious Artie. So yeah, super, super fun. And let's go ahead and hot potato over to Solar. What you got?
First, let me unmute. Hi, I'm Solar Dasher. I'm here on Thursday, so you found me. Congratulations. Sorry, I'm taking somebody else's little spiel. Anyway, tonight I'm playing Hikaru Shibata, a very fiery, rambunctious youth, I'm going to call him. I'm not playing anywhere else at the moment. Hopefully I can find another table to play at. We can see. We'll just keep our fingers crossed. Yep, apparently. So I do try and stream on my own. I haven't done so yet. I may actually do so this Saturday because I'm actually off for a change. We'll see. Okie dokie. Speaking of people whom I am stealing words from, let's send it on over to why am I blanking? Grant.
Hello, I am known as Grant on Thursday nights. I am the freshman bookworm that doesn't exactly have a job, but definitely at some point going to end up with a job at the library. But that would require him being here for more than, what's it, day 3? Anyway, so this campaign will eventually reach to a single month, but that's a different issue. The other tonight that other than Thursday nights, I'm also here on Saturday nights playing a licensed doctor known as James Aname, whose job is to keep all the peoples alive. And if I need to throw any cliffhangers, recently he found that his captain was a fraud. So that'll be fun to see how that plays out, but that's fine. But what we got to figure out first is to see what happens tonight as we are diving back into the City of Mists, back to the library, and back to the backstage. I'm going to pass it back to our narrator for the final introductions.
I put away my intro. Because of course I did. Our producer for tonight is the wonderful Gloriosa, who I'm gonna say put a shout out for yourself in there. You deserve it. And I'm giving this extra warning at the beginning of our sessions. This story is about subjects that we at Dirty 20 Gaming don't normally head into. References of torture, manipulation, and other much darker subjects are a possibility. My players and producer all have an X card that they can use at any time. You, the audience, does not. I'm not asking you to not watch our show, but to please take care of yourself. Thank you for listening to this extra bit of warning. And our VTT is Roll20, artist from Hero Forge, heading back into this world. Did I just? Yeah, I literally just missed Bat Kyle saying something.
Not about this game, actually.
I know.
He's making fun of me.
Oh, no. So, last time we had Grant and Garrett in the theater watching over what he's only called himself the creator. While Hikaru, Nora, and Artie, that's right, Nora went to go pack clothes. I completely forgot.
Lizzie right now.
Yep. And Hikaru and Artie are watching the kids, while Professor Morai has been approached by a strange individual. They still have their arm on your shoulder.
Thanks for the reminder. It's been a hot minute. Remind me what they asked me.
It's something to the effect of, do you want help?
Oh.
Or offering of help.
Yeah. Oh, I remember now. Okay. I turn around and look at them. I'm fairly tall, so eye to eye, I'm thinking.
Yes.
And do I sense anything off of this person?
Roll me investigate. Do not forget any of your tags. Use all the tags to your advantage.
Yes, because I rolled horribly low. 2 ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
so I don't sense anything.
no.
Nice outfit. Who are you? Depending on your answer is going to be how I answer the question.
A friend.
That still doesn't help me much.
We're working for the same team, I guess.
Okay. What insights do you have for this situation?
Have you all found and he does this with his hands, moving it like a puppet master would.
We're narrowing in. We're pretty sure, but I would love some additional intel on that.
I
If you know
mean,
anything.
have you figured out what she is?
Yes.
And he looks at you again. Have you figured out what she is?
Yes.
That little tremble in your voice leads
have
me to
maybe have a clue, but I don't know. You asked me that, and now I'm wondering. Any
knowledge
insight?
is power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe understanding what created, or I don't know if a proper term is uncreated, might give you some help.
What can you offer?
Security, protection, friendship, chaos, mischief, the whole lot.
Sound like somebody I met in a bar last week. Okay. Um,
I mean, I
I'll
am
go out on a limb.
also here for a good time, if that is what you think.
That's a whole nother discussion. But for now, what additional insights can you give me? I'm assuming you understand who and what she is.
For the long and short of it, she's a puppet. When you want a
That
puppet
part
to dance
we
on its own,
figured
you
out.
gotta cut the strings. Now, what strings are making her dance?
And what strings can be cut without hurting her? Or is this even part of the game?
Or is something more messing with you all?
Do tell.
You're friends with the, and he points to Hikaru and Artie.
You could say that, yes.
They're, and he points to where the mark is. I know I shouldn't say it. I don't want to cause them any harm.
So the mark on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's talking about the Smile Man mark.
What can be done about that?
Unfortunately, survive. Those things are nasty. And you just
Yeah.
gotta wait them out.
Okay.
But this seems to be one of their tests.
I'm also under the impression they are even not what they seem.
They're very much what they seem, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just entities causing chaos. Just not my brand of chaos.
What is your brand of chaos?
More hiding people's keys away when they've not listened to me. Mischief.
Noted.
Fun things.
Mischief.
I don't
Okay.
cause pain.
Okay. That's good to know.
At least
I appreciate
not on
that.
purpose.
Who
Some
pulls your
pranks I do
strings?
go too far.
Who pulls your strings?
Oh, that's a question my father's been asking for many years. Well, my adoptive father. It's confusing.
Are you affected like us, or are you something else?
I'm a little further along.
I'm curious as to what you think of me.
I think you're a friend, an ally, troublemaker alongside me.
Accurate, all of the above. Next up, suggestion.
Find Puppet Master. See what he needs to let go. Bada beam, bada boom, you got it.
I think we've already met the Puppet Master, but, or at least I thought we had. And then he kind of alluded to he's not the one pulling the strings, that he might be affected too. So
I will say there are such things out there that aren't quite like us, but are like us. Does that make sense? Things that don't always play by the rules, and things that have rules that you need to play by.
any defenses?
Know the rules, follow them, and it can't bite you in the ass too hard.
Too hard. Meaning it can, just what
Yeah.
level? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pull. Is Artie still with the kids?
Cutting over to Artie very quickly before this. Artie, as Warren heads over to you with the kids, you do have the same interaction, but he kind of just throws his hands up. And he's just like, I can't. I can't. And he walks away.
Because we were sat talking.
Oh, had he sat with you? I thought he was
Yeah,
still.
we had sat and were talking, and I was sitting there going, "She's a kid. What the hell?" Because remember, I emotionally traumatized everyone with my vocal. Yeah. That's
I don't know where that came from.
Sorry, it's all good.
But that was.
That was funny.
Was that you?
Hmm?
Old Spice?
We just heard Old Spice come out of somebody's speakers, and we don't know.
Oh, that was me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry. That was in my living room, and it apparently was loud enough it went through. I'm so sorry.
That's hilarious. I thought it was somebody's ringtone.
That's what I thought too.
That's what I thought too. Like a notification ringtone or something.
I'm like that had to be a ringtone to be that loud.
Oh, it was on TV. Oh.
That is a very loud TV. I'm just telling you.
I'm so sorry. Well, that's also a very, very loud chime, too.
True.
Oh.
Yeah. So, sorry, guys. I think that's why most of us are breaking up right now.
Shit, I completely got derailed. Okay.
Yeah, he looks at you and he's just, I can't. I'm losing.
What do you mean that you can't? What do you mean you can't?
Artie, there's
Warren?
something going on that I can't explain. I'm sorry.
There's something going on that we can't explain with everyone. And you telling me this
I'm
now?
losing myself.
I know that. You don't think I don't know that? Why do you think I've been so worried about you?
And at that, he just kind of gets up and leaves. He doesn't.
Warren.
He doesn't answer.
Of course you walk away. You fucking walk away. And she is. Sorry, I just looked at chat. That was a mistake. But she just goes. So you tell me. So You tell me that. And she just kind of just sitting there, just starts grabbing a pencil and just kind of like furiously just kind of goes just
Everything all right, Artie?
no.
You
not
also
that.
see Artie, the person standing on Morai, looking very comfortable with her.
Who are you?
New friend.
No,
May
there's
have
no
some
quote unquote
information.
new. No, there's no new friends here. There's friends and then there's strangers. Who are you?
A new friend.
Roll
There
with
are
it
no.
for now.
You can look into me. You can do as you please. I have nothing to hide. I am an open book. I just have to
Further
know that
along
you're a
with
book ready to
information
answer.
that has offered assistance.
You'd probably see one of the drawings would have faltered for a moment heavily, would have like started to fall and then went back up when Warren walked away because she's trying to keep Littles, because I feel like they're far enough away. They're on the other end of the library now with like Hikaru and them. She's trying to keep composure and she's pissed.
Yeah.
She went from fear to now anger and frustration. She just goes,
Mariah's still a professor and still your senior, so
oh, she understands that,
She's
but
not happy
the
about it.
person that's there is not.
You don't
And
even.
it is
You never saw him walk in. You don't.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
know
pissing her off more.
how they appeared in here next to Morai like this.
How did you get in here? I know I was focused on a conversation, but you did not come through the door.
further along.
So, are you here to help or hinder?
Help, mischief, chaos, fun. Bring a little bit more life into this.
I just like clock him completely. I'm going to go get some air and I'll be back. And she just gets up and she walks out for a minute and takes a deep breath because she is not doing well mentally because someone who she cares about is going through shit. She doesn't know how to help and he's not letting her help. She's pissed. And she now has to deal with the fact that we basically have that she feels like she now has a kid that she has to worry about that she doesn't know how to handle. And then she'll steel herself and she'll walk back in and she'll be like, so kids, you having fun?
You just hear, yeah.
Well, I'm glad.
And the minute they see this individual, they all kind of run over. And you see them get down on the kid's level. Just, well, hello there. Aren't you four just the cutest?
I'm
I'm
like looking
watching
at
very
Jessa.
carefully.
I'm looking at Jessa with a look of if they touch the kids.
I'm looking back with the same look. So
he pulls out And he looks at them all and he goes, all right, too young for coffee probably, but, and he pulls out honey pops and he gives them each a honey pop.
All I thought was puppy and a Red Bull.
He's not cruel. He's
No.
being very kind. They're kids. They're also children.
Artie has no fucking trust of anyone right now. She is running on third night without sleep.
And hearing you crack your knuckles.
That was out of character.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no, if he had heard you, he would have just been like,
That was out of character, but there probably is a slight just ball up a fist
Cracking
and then
from
release.
tension.
Probably a slight like ball up and then release to not be noticeable to the kids. Because she's trying to stay fun teacher, big sister vibes. And it's very hard right now.
oh yeah. And he's absolutely pushing buttons.
Oh.
Because why? Because yes.
I lean over to Artie, and he understands this situation more than he's letting on. He's further along than we are. A lot further along.
Of course, the person that just randomly showed up did.
He knows about the puppet master. And we need to find out what the rules are in this situation.
Yeah.
Or it's going to get a lot worse.
That's what I was trying to understand with Warren before he decided to walk away.
Don't worry about Warren right now. You can't do anything about it. This we need to handle.
That's the problem.
I'm still keeping an eye on the guy.
Yeah, he's just giving them honey pops and seeing how they kind of react. To Hikaru, if you ever look over here, he just waves at you. The friendliest of waves, like, come on over. I am the cool drunk uncle, effectively.
Because the kids went over. Sorry, Artie. Well, because the kids had run over to him, he probably would have slowly walked over, just taking a puff or two out of as he walks, and just stands next to the kids. Keeping them busy, I see. That's nice.
Children are easier to understand than adults.
Yes, they can be.
That.
Even kids, and he kind of says this looking at Artie, who forget they're still children.
Oh.
That's probably when they'd hear the knuckles slightly crack a little with the ball up fist. Just the damn it, and I can't get it to do it now. Just like
he'll hearing it
release.
He at this point takes his attention off the kids, looks you up and down, and he's just gonna go, your name's Artie, isn't it?
Who wants to know?
I called her Artie when I walked over.
True.
That's true.
And at that point, he does put out his hand. Loki. Cutting over to Garrett and Grant.
Motherfucker.
You just had to give him a name. That's it. None of you gave him your name.
Oh my
Oh no.
Even the way you word that, that's going to be an issue in the next like
This
15
is
minutes.
gonna be- yeah, this will be interesting.
Me knew. Jesso wasn't sure.
So we're practically, for kind of intense purposes, we're just kind of in the dark. We just have been waiting here.
Yep.
Soren's been patting at the shadow where Garrett was.
Yeah, Soren pats at the spot, and then you see him just go, "Oh no," and unravels.
The shadow behind the armoire is like, I'm never going to get used to that.
What happened last time it did that?
Popped up next to Warren. It was the night of the tree.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out whether or not we're on our own. Is Warren coming back or not?
Bison realizes that Grant wouldn't be able to see Garrett shrug in the Shadow Realm, so I don't know.
Was he not out the day after the events of the tree? I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
have philosophy, so he was out.
He
Okay.
he kind of leaves all the time. I remember him complaining about being late for something yesterday. That seems to be a big deal for him.
So at the very least, he's not coming back for this.
Yeah, he's probably got some
Something else going on.
thing going on. It's too
Which
early
means-
for chips back, Kyle.
So we're kind of in a weird in between. Either one, he's told them where we are, or there's the equal option that they don't know where we are.
Probably don't know where we are.
Okay.
He did tell Artie where you guys were.
Well, we don't know
You guys
that.
just don't know that.
Okay. So you said that in the shadows, I believe you said that you could see the lines better.
Yeah, I can kind of grab them. There were a bunch going to Warren, and I think I see that. Do I see them going down the hall?
Yes.
Yeah. And they're going that way. Down
The
the
same
hall.
number or fewer than when we started talking?
I think it's the same. They're tighter. And then there's a bunch that have been sitting there the whole time. I think those are going to the kids. Maybe yeah, probably to Penny. This is really messed up.
It is. And we heard basically nothing from what did he call himself?
The creator?
Creator. So we heard almost nothing from him.
He just continues to work.
Garrett kind of steps out from behind the armoire. He lost everything. But he wasn't at the tree, and he definitely wasn't a student. How could he have? We don't know what happened the other times.
No, we don't know what happened with Professor Glass, and even with well, all the others. They just said that they had these powers for over a year, but nothing specifically about when they kind of occurred. But what's strange is his seems different. So there wasn't an event, but it seems more like, but it was described a deal.
Like that guy that was at the tree
Similar,
talking to
something
Professor
bigger.
E. No, there was a guy that came out of the tree that night. And he talked to one of the staff, one of the faculty. I think it was Professor E.
Yeah, I saw him there, so it's possible that he was speaking with Professor E. Though I should admit, what concerns me is the way he's acting.
Like he's being compelled.
Either he's compelled or it's the something's dangling a stick for him. So it's the hey, your daughter's alive, but he can't see beyond that.
Warren was talking about a blue fairy. And like
So
looking for a blue fairy. Like I know Pinocchio. I watched the movie.
but when we mentioned the fairy, he pulled up a substance.
Yeah, pills.
They could be related. So it could be it's whatever the pills are that it manifests whatever he thinks he's seeing, but he himself is the puppet master. So it's kind of like the if you remember when it was a couple nights ago, I told you that I was concerned about wanting to kill Professor Glass.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's similar.
Maybe.
That the power kind of has brought Penny to life, but he's kind of, well, in essence, enslaved himself to the power that he could potentially be looking more into.
He kind of peeks his head into the room to look at him still working on it. Was it a music box?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Playing Masquerade.
Oh, Garrett was going to go look for Pandora to ask about the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So he remembers that because I just remembered that. So I'm gonna look for Pan.
Okay.
Maybe she won't be creepy with me.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to see if I can have a conversation with the creator.
Chance of that happening.
Go for it. He didn't seem to want to talk to me. And then Warren got all Warren-y.
And Soren, Warren walked off. A little bit later, Soren unraveled to go be with him. Maybe.
That's where he seems to go. Anyways, should we meet back here or I guess you'll still be here looking after him.
I'll be here making sure that there's no intervention.
Okay.
So in case they try to do something funny like they did with Glass.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully it won't be too long. I don't even know where she is right now.
If
I'll
you
just
asked
follow
Artie,
the
Artie
moan.
probably would know.
Yeah. All right. And then Warren just
Take care.
or not Warren, Garrett.
Garrett disappears
talking
into the
about?
shadow and goes away.
Yes. He slinks off into the afternoon.
And with that, Grant's going to go in, kind of sit near the creator.
Mm-hmm. He does not stop working.
Yep. I know another like you.
Ooh.
Weirdly enough, another faculty.
There are many faculty who.
No. Immediately one becomes a faculty by devoting oneself to your life cause.
Yes, there are many faculty.
My concern is you remind me almost of myself in a degree. That I have one that the soft answers would be lost without them. But the harder answers would be devastated should they be well, should something happen to them.
I was told I work. She exists.
So who told you this?
And he pulls up the pills in the small baggie. Whoever gave me this.
Okay. Do you take them consistently?
When I start to feel tired, I take.
So they use your fear of loss to keep you working.
If that is what you call it, yes.
Well, not necessarily. That's a way to summarize it to a degree. My concern is that you're spending so much time keeping your daughter the way that, well, she is or was. That you're kind of, well, not even kind of, but you're kind of wasting what time you may have remaining. Though please.
Do not know what else to do. I work, she exists.
What do you create?
And with one hand, he keeps working, and with the other, he kind of shows you all of the props. He makes every single prop for every single show.
Yes. But have you seen the shows which you've contributed to?
No, I do not have time. I am working for next show.
But the shows never end.
No.
Just like in the same way, the research in the library never ends. There's always a new book, always a new question. There's always something new to explore. But there's a time that when you look back, you notice that the entire time you've been at the journey, you forget who you had it with.
He starts working again, and you see the tears start to fall. If I do not work, she does not exist. I do not want to risk losing her again. But it is my fault. It is my fault.
Even if it
they
might
are
be your
dead.
fault. Should something happen, it would be on my shoulders that I wasn't there to save you. Should he find a ritual too great and end up losing himself? What terrifies me is that I might be the one to have to kill him.
I was working the night of the accident. I was supposed to see show with them. I had to work on next props due to very large musical coming in. Have you heard of Starlight Express?
Admittedly, I'm not much of a, well, I know that I'm not much of a musical person, but
It is very big show with very big props and very big set.
somewhat reminiscent of the time that, well, my uncle let me finally organize his library. It's a task and a half because there was nothing. And having to come up with everything from scratch was monumental at the least.
So you understand. I
No.
had to work on show, and next thing I know, police are here taking me to go identify body.
Well, I know you do. You make the props to keep them, well, your daughter more physically alive. Have you considered making something that you could remember them by?
I did. I made a puppet that looked like my daughter.
And of your wife?
I did not make one of my wife. When person offered to bring daughter back, I was working. They gave me pills. And when I turn around, my daughter is alive.
May I ask you to describe this person if you'd be so able?
A very beautiful woman in a blue dress.
Was there any smells that you particularly recall? Any feelings?
Uh, hope. The last time I feel hope.
I know not the specifics of your circumstance, but we've been doing more research. Well, personally, I've been doing more research into myths and such.
Hmm.
Though I know you said that was the last time you had hope. May I ask that you have at least a glimmer of it, and then me and I know Garrett was here as well, that we may find at least some answer for you. That doesn't necessarily take your daughter away.
If I could keep my daughter, that is all I need.
So, as well, the other person that was with me from the shadows, he's going to talk to somebody who may be able to determine what it is you've been taking.
Sure. And he takes out a single blue pill and gives it to you.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead to meet with, he's probably going to go by the library if he sees Grant kind of pull a left, or otherwise he's going to go to the library and try to meet up with people. So I appreciate your time and, well, at least for having hope in us.
Thank you for giving me hope for the first time in a long time.
So Grant nods and allows him to proceed with his work.
Mm-hmm. I think we should go to Nora very quickly. As you guys are as you and Liz are waiting for everybody else, because yeah, that's pretty much what you guys are doing at the apartment.
Yeah, we didn't know there was going to be a whole thing.
Yeah. Mhm. She kind of looks at you. You think they need us?
It's a possibility.
We should head back.
All right. And we get into Moira and head over, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm going to do this so that I have the whole group together. So basically, everyone descends back on the library at the same time. As he is this person who has literally just introduced themselves to Artie as Loki. As that has just happened. As Garrett, Grant, Nora, Liz all walk in.
I'm glad I caught up with you.
Suit? Just
Well,
leans
you weren't
over to
kidding on
Liz.
mischief.
Yeah, just Garrett leans over to Liz. Who's the nerd in the suit?
That's your question?
And Liz, Artie, you see she knows this person. She recognizes him. And she just goes,
Of course she does.
oh, this is gonna be fun. Who invited you?
Can you
To the
explain
person.
to me, Lizzie?
I immediately regret asking.
Oh boy.
You know them?
Yeah, Nora does too.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're talking about that later.
Yeah.
Kids.
Oh, trust me. Kids. And Liz does this first. Let's go. Immediate look of panic on her face to Artie of
Kiddos, do you want to go play back in toward the theater?
Penny
Go to your
immediately
hideout?
lights up. Can I go see my dad?
Yes. Would you like me to go with you?
Are we all just gonna go see my dad?
I think everyone needs to talk for a minute. But do you want me to go with you, and we can bring the rest of the gang with?
I can lead us. I know where it is.
All right. I guess we're gonna go. Come on, gang. Just kind of.
Pardon?
So everyone's walking.
A what?
I'm assuming. What does Grant grab Artie as she's walking?
Just as you turn around to start walking out, Artie, where's Pandora?
Yeah.
Pandora. What do you want with Dora?
She knows more about drugs
Holds up
than you
pill.
do.
The hell?
Great
What have
question.
That looks
you
like
got
fun.
into-
Don't.
What did you two get into? Well, never mind. We'll talk about this later.
Short answer.
Have you met
Her
theater
dad.
kids?
Points at Penny. Her dad.
We'll talk about this later.
Good.
Okay.
Where is she?
Where is?
Penny's actually leading the group of kids.
Hold up, kids.
And they're all singing following the leader, the leader, the leader.
Oh Lord.
Following
Oh,
the
God.
leader. Wherever
Nora?
I go.
Like links arms with Lizzie and like jokingly starts to skip because they're both bad with kids. So it's like this is the only way Nora can like fake it.
I'm going to just.
Anybody?
Do I know where Pandora is? Do I know like her
You
schedule?
would know where she is. That she's hanging out in kind of the cafe area at the moment.
She's over in the cafe. Just go there. Kids. It just runs off. Would this count as disorganized?
Oh, this is horrifically disorganized.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Oh, yeah.
pure chaos.
I'm taking a crack.
Fun.
You're taking crack.
I was
No, if you
waiting.
told me
for
that,
That's what
I
the
have to
blue
go
pill is.
all the way. I know.
As the chaos around her just begins to overwhelm her, she just kind of you know what? Fine. Cool. Kids! Runs
Yeah.
off after the kids and
As you say that, yep, this is exactly what he does. He's Loki, or the one calling themselves Loki, does immediate finger guns to Nora and Liz and goes to follow you, Artie.
Why? Why?
He knows your buttons so
I
hard,
was
buddy.
trying to remove them from the situation. Fuck.
No. They're going to
No.
follow you like a cat now.
Son of a
He
bitch.
loves Artie for some
Oh, yeah.
reason.
Okay. Out of character as a Norse pagan, I adore the mythos on this entity.
You're not gonna.
I adore the myth of this entity. As a Norse pagan,
Can
I just say
the
you and
Hollywood
Loki-
version? The
I
Hollywood
don't
version. This
follow.
is not the Hollywood version.
I
You
know
as
it isn't.
Loki, especially with the makeup you have on now, is doing something for me, and I just needed to say that out loud. I just wanted to be so real about it. I knew Glory would agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, back into character, I guess.
Hikaru's gonna look between where Artie's going and wonder if he should follow the group that's going towards Pandora, because he's starting to feel the need for some caffeine.
You don't want to be where Pandora is.
Honestly,
I don't know that I do. So
we're gonna have to go see Pandora.
I know.
But someone should stay with Artie, no?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll go
Especially
ahead
with
and go with
him.
Artie then.
Especially with him. Artie's gonna need all the help she can get.
All right,
Liz-
I'm
Liz
on
looks
it
the
then. I'll
most
go.
panicked.
You fuckers.
I'll go, but
left
you
me
guys better
alone.
bring me some coffee, damn it.
Double shot of
What do you
espresso?
want, Nick?
Yes,
Extra sugar?
please.
Both,
Extra sugar, double cream, mocha.
All the
works.
flavors. Got it. Freshman
both
coffee.
Nora and Liz were just like, yeah, dude,
Freshman
what the fuck
coffee
do you
special.
want?
Yeah, there you go. The freshman coffee special.
Sorry. That
You fuckers left me
Like,
alone with
how
Loki.
many shots of espresso can a venti hold? What?
After he yells that out, he's just like running in. Don't forget some more cigarettes, and he keeps running.
Professor Morai, who are you going with?
I hate all of y'all right now.
I am following wherever Loki is going.
Awesome.
Thank you. Can I have an adult, please? I need an
Need
adult.
an
Not enough
adultier
of an
adult.
adult.
Need an
You're
adultier
an
adult.
adult.
I need an adultier adult. Damn it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna want to get this scene out of the way.
Yeah, no shit.
We're gonna cut over to Pandora.
Oh, God.
My husband is real life making me popcorn for this shit.
As you guys kind of see her sitting at the best way I can explain it is one of those metal tables wrapped in plastic. With the 4 benches all around it.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting with her feet on the bench and she's sitting on the table.
There's one corner that's already been peeled away.
Yep.
Has to be.
Yeah, so Garrett's just gonna I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. Goes up to Pan.
Actually,
Wait.
we
what?
have Lizzie and Nora. We could ask the best way to approach getting information. We have time to prep before we just jump in. Because I don't think either of us have talked to Pandora ever. This is our first time asking. Because we've heard that, hey, if you need something, Pandora has it.
I don't know if you guys want to talk to her the best way to talk to her is.
And Liz will actually lean over to Garrett so that Nora can't hear. Only Nora can get her to do what we want. We need to let Nora take lead on this.
Nora doesn't wanna.
God.
I mean,
Yeah, when
Are
he
you good
hears
if I
that,
take notes?
you can kind of see the color.
Nora also doesn't know what the fuck she's asking about.
Okay.
You see the
On the way
color kind
over.
of drain from Garrett's face, which is kind of really impressive considering he's pale as fuck already. It's like, on the bright side, I'm not the one who has to do it. He looks
Okay.
at Nora. On the darn downside,
We're still gonna be in her presence.
yeah.
So just so you have some context what we're doing, Nora. So we met the creator who, when we followed the puppet strings from the kids over to the theater where there's a dark room deep, deep, deep inside. He's the guy that's been making all the props, but's doing it to keep his daughter alive. According to him, somebody that smelled of hope gave him the pills and said that if he kept making props, that his daughter would continue living. But giving him the pill, I'm trying to figure out what it is and how it's potentially being used to manipulate him.
All right. So we're trying to figure out what this pill is.
Ideally, what it is, and even better, if we can figure out who else might have this pill.
So you don't know what it's called.
Warren called it
yep.
Blue Fairy. Like
We
he's
don't-
had it before.
Or
Okay.
recognized it.
Yeah.
Or maybe Blue Fairy is something else that she might understand or recognize. Or you might recognize from your past with this madness. Do you know anything about a Blue Fairy?
Do I?
Myth, yes. You know that she is part of the Fae Court that you guys had a run-in with about 4 months ago.
So I know of her.
Yeah.
By myth.
By myth.
Um,
But you also know she doesn't work in substances. She works on emotion.
I know of her by myth, but she more so works with emotion.
And he did say that she gave him like the last drag of hope that he possibly expected to have.
Yeah.
That's probably close to her MO. Although at the same time, I might have slightly challenged that emotion by giving him a secondary source of hope by us trying to look into this for him. So I might
was
have
shitty.
I might have crossed a Fae. That's a bridge for tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We're dealing with too much shit right now.
And not sleeping. Lovely. Anyway. So step one's figuring out what the heck this is. And why he says it keeps him awake.
All right. Is this your guys' way of asking me to talk to her?
Please.
Okay.
I've only heard
Just
bad
see
things
Liz
about her.
kind of sitting there laughing.
It's like,
At least to
I've only
herself, she's
heard,
trying not to laugh out loud.
Nora just gives her like the side eye.
yeah, it's like the only things I've heard about Pandora are from Artie, and she does not approve.
Then they're probably all true. Anyway, off I go.
Luck.
Yeah, she's sitting on the table with her feet on the bench. There goes the word. And as she hears the footsteps approaching and she sees you, Nora, you've seen the face before.
What face?
It's the one of
Her O face.
like, I'm so happy to see you, but at the same time, is my heart gonna get broken again?
I never put it back together. Was
And
it?
there's this moment of like happy to see you, fear, and then I gotta put this on that I'm fine. And it's the first thing she says is, "Oh, hey."
Hey, so I was hoping you could help me out with something.
I can help you out with a lot of things.
So sorry, darling, but it's not of that nature. Did Grant give her the pill?
Yes.
Um, would you happen to have any idea what kind of pill this is?
She takes one glance at it. About 300 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay, thank you. That's really helpful.
You can get that at any, uh, you know, any drugstore.
Okay. Thank you.
That's it. Nothing else more entertaining.
Maybe later. Like a
Actually,
movie or something. But she doesn't say that out loud.
yeah. She
Well,
kind
because
of,
Nora knows that she's gonna have to be around Pandora more if she makes it through the rest of these days.
I mean,
She agreed to help.
and she looks to Liz behind you, Grant and Garrett. What about those three?
Shit, she saw us.
Yes.
They don't have to be afraid of me. I do take consent into very important concern.
Yes, you do. Do you guys want to come over here?
Oh man, I'm willing to go
Busted.
over. Not busted.
She doesn't bite
Hard.
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 And only if you want me to.
Garrett just sort of like, it's definitely the if he was a dog, he'd be in trouble kind of look. You know, if he was able to do that, he definitely look like a dog. Just and he sits down, probably, yeah, it would definitely be opposite of Pan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you know the guy who makes the props?
Yeah, I do.
He's one of us.
Maybe.
And
As far as we can tell.
you immediately see the mask kind of shatter on her with, yep, this is the best way I can do it. What do you mean she's like us?
He's tormented by the loss of his daughter and keeps her alive as a puppet.
Watch Pinocchio?
Of course I did.
Claims that a blue fairy came to him and had him strike a deal.
She looks to Nora. The one we dealt with.
You dealt with one?
Well, not the blue fairy, but a fairy.
Yeah.
Caused us some issues during the summer.
Yeah, he's using Warren to keep her alive.
Maybe.
Hell, that. I can't say that word. I can't say that word.
So we need to know what's going on and how we can help both of them. Because
Do you
I don't know about you, Pandora, but I'm not in the business of killing little kids.
No, we don't hurt kids. Ever. And
Artie
Nora-
can calm her tits right now, that's for sure.
Nora, you know who you're talking to right now. It isn't Pandora.
Oh, I figured. Is anyone else trying to talk back?
You have like 15 different voices all trying to come forward at once. Just so happy to see them.
Nora's resisting the urge to talk back because I'd assumed that would be like, can she respond? Does she have to talk? She kind
Nora
of just
and
like what
Dora.
everyone else sees is just like, and in her head she just goes, one at a fucking time.
And you hear back in your head, they're just excited to see me, love.
I know.
Outwardly, she smiles at you.
But all the same, offered him a glimmer of hope, and that we might have a solution that doesn't cost him that which he gained back.
He also got a whole bunch of those.
Those are caffeine pills. They
Okay.
She deals in emotion.
Fairies
So
don't deal with, well,
So somebody arranged a deal.
yes.
All he said is they smelled of whoever gave it to him smelled of hope. So it could be a person
That's absolutely a fairy.
but it could be a fairy behind a person.
It could. But most fairies, this does not smell or seem like any fairy I've dealt with. And I've dealt with the Fae for a insanely long time.
So how would we do it?
Garrett
What would
looks
be
like
their
he's
aim?
about to say something, but stops.
And Pandora comes over to Garrett, puts her finger under his chin, and pulls up his head. What were you going to say?
It's
The
not
name's-
her.
I was just going to say, your name's not a reference, is it? You don't have a box hiding somewhere with some hope in it.
That took me too long to figure out. All right. Gosh dang it.
Oh dear.
What I go by does not equate what I have or who I am.
Just checking. Would have been nice.
But you're cute.
Sure.
Nora knows what's actually happening here.
And she's just gonna like cool the jets a little bit and just goes, you're not talking to Pandora right now.
We know.
And he kind of he smiles. Next time you see your mom, tell her hi for me.
Is there what you can tell me of fairies? Okay. Definitely.
Well, not. I've worked with fairies, but I'm not one of them.
Okay.
Although some would say my activities are very similar.
Well, your knowledge is most appreciated.
And he takes his hand away from Garrett's face, looks over to Nora. Anytime that you want to remember the old days, You're always welcome.
No.
I have missed you. All of you.
That's not creepy.
I miss you too.
A delay time and place for explanations.
I know Artie's been meaning to talk to me about it, so why don't we just have a whole boardroom discussion at my place later?
We invited
You and her on opposite sides of the room. I think it'll take all of us to keep her from beating the shit out of you. I don't think Artie likes you that much.
That's fine.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
hang
on.
Talking to Pandora.
Yeah, I actually kind of forgot who Artie had beef with.
Yeah, it's more they have beef with Pandora than with Nora.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
It's
mean
annoyance toward Nora.
explaining my situation to them. And it would be a lot easier if I didn't have to deal with a whole army trying to talk to you.
Understandable. I do miss them.
Certainly miss you too.
Where are you all headed? I will not follow, even as Pandora.
That I don't actually know.
They're going, he calls himself the creator. They're going after him. We're still trying to figure out what the initiating entity or event might have been, other than what appears to have been a deal, which may not be.
And they kind of scan you all over. Have you thought that maybe this isn't what you think it is?
We don't even know what we think it is.
You all are marked.
It's marked by something else.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to identify that.
Test you to see what type of awakened you are. That's its whole job. You don't have to be tested. But if you are, it tests to see the type of person you are.
And in some tests, should you submit, you become underneath.
If you fail.
Which suggests, well, not all failures necessarily end in death. Or is that how most failures end?
The way you see death is incorrect. It is not an end. It's a beginning. You begin your existence as one of them when you fail.
Arguably the same. I'm trying to a degree, convince the creator that to put aside who he was and to make a life for himself anew.
And sometimes that's the only thing you can do to survive.
But where does that leave Penny?
I don't know. Isn't that the answer you're looking for?
Admittedly, the answer I was looking for was more another question. Which the question is, what happens with Penny? Is it possible for Penny to pick a new life for themselves?
I don't know. And
it seems like we need to find out. Life itself is full of tests and trials. whether it be nature testing one's constitution or otherwise. In this case, nature has a couple more friends.
You also have to remember that reality is not always what you think of it.
No, Grant's only thinking about the mist that covered the tree. What time is it, by the way?
You guys
Still
are
school hours.
It's right after school.
Okay.
Like class hours. So kind of night classes are starting to take place. The sun is just beginning to set.
Okay, so we don't necessarily have long before fun occurs, potentially.
I'm gonna get coffee from in the cafeteria because Hikaru will be very upset if we forget.
That's the freshman with.
Oh, I was saying that's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you go to get coffee, Pandora. So, is there anything else you all need from me?
Not at the moment.
As you can kind of see, the personality she puts on comes back.
Not at the moment.
I mean, I sell cigarettes,
Oh,
weed, anything you might
Hikaru
want.
did also want cigarettes.
And she pulls out a pack and specifically slides them over to Nora.
She hands her some money for it.
Pushes it back.
That was gonna happen.
And it's just, pay me back later.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody has to be supplying that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out who might be supplying caffeine.
Cutting over. Are you guys good? Nothing else with Pandora?
No.
I think that's it.
Okay. Cutting back to Artie, Hikaru, and Professor Morai. Loki.
Professor Morai and all the kids.
And all the children.
Also,
Right.
would that mean if Pandora, would that make Pandora and Nora basically a horror, like a polycule from hell?
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
The demon she is the only
Literally.
demon I don't have.
They don't even know she's a demon. Stop.
We've already kind of put
It was
two and two
heavily
together, let's be
implied, I
honest.
must say.
Oh, Evelyn.
Yeah.
The
We
way
already kinda
that,
put two and
the talking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear gods. Okay. Artie's, I'm assuming, walking up front with Penny, as Penny is probably dragging Artie, seeing that she was being.
It is actually so much worse.
Oh no.
As they started with following the leader, and Loki has now taught them the song that never ends.
Oh no.
And they are screaming it at the top of their lungs.
Is it the
This is the song that never
ends.
Oh,
It just
God.
goes on.
Just on and on, my friend.
It's almost as bad as
I
Henry
started
VIII. I am.
singing it, not knowing what it was. Oh yeah, that one. Lovely.
Yeah, he's taught him.
God?
God?
He has
Instead of
proceeded
Overlord, it's Glory Lord.
yes.
The
And
Overglory.
he is now teaching them the oh god. I'm a little
I'm a little
Teapot?
teapot.
No, I'm a little something flower growing wilder by the hour. Nobody
Oh,
else can
gosh.
cultivate me because I'm as free as I can be. Second verse, same as the first, a little bit louder and a little bit worse. And
Oh
that's
my.
the next song that he's teaching these kids.
Hopefully you don't get copyright blocked.
No
Those are
kidding.
both Girl Scout songs. So
That absolutely was a friggin' Scout song because I'm thinking that sounds like bumps on a cedar log to me.
Yeah,
um
little bunny
It
foo
was a Girl Scout. Oh god. Okay. Anyway.
I'm a little cactus flower. That's the words. There we
Yeah.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Killing me.
Mhm.
And so that's
This
what he's
is-
singing them now or teaching them now as it is just getting louder and more egregious every single verse.
And Artie can't stop this.
No. As
She's the fun one.
he has Penny on his shoulders, Obi on one hand, IT on the other, and Dolly is standing on his feet.
Why can't I visualize?
Because that
Why?
is exactly how he is in the mythology. That's how he would be.
If you can't tell, I really love Norse mythology.
Me too.
I'm okay with it. Just my character's going like, why? Why?
I'm watching this and the hair is in fact mildly disheveled now as I'm sitting there mentally thinking about how I could pull my hair out of my skull. But also trying to keep I'm stressed out my freaking brain. But there's also like a tiny part of Artie that's like wanting to sing along and it's like no.
And Hikaru's like, I have no idea what these songs are. He never got it. The families he was placed with never really fostered his childhood, so to say.
I think these are more American. I'm not familiar.
I'm not missing anything.
Apparently
They're annoying.
not. All right, kids, are we enjoying ourselves?
And immediately all four of them just scream at the top of their lung, yes, and Loki joins them just as uproariously.
And I'm sure he's doing the full like fun they're doing
Oh.
the full fun uncle laugh and everything.
Yes.
Just
And
looking
every
at the
so often
disheveled
he
mom
just
friend.
kind of looks at you and smiles, winks, and goes back to it.
Yeah, you can definitely see Hikaru's getting annoyed.
Do I feel trapped in this situation out of
No,
curiosity?
not at all.
Okay,
you
thank
could
God.
leave at any time.
God, okay.
Like the cigarette just suddenly goes poof and is gone. Like, damn it, that was my last one.
As
That scene from Hercules.
I just draw you one. I'm just gonna
Are
be
you
like,
drawing yourself one as well at this point?
no, I don't smoke, but I see that.
They draw me a flask.
And DM, because I am in fact helping someone. Did you read what I had sent you about a theory?
That does bring about attention to that.
Fabulous. So I hand it what you usually see is like paper rolled up. Looks like an actual real cigarette, and I hand it to
I
you.
was right, it was a blunt.
Is an actual real cigarette.
Oh wow.
Huh. Yeah. I guess that should do you good.
Fan lights up and he's like, much better already.
And if it's basically your favorite cigarette of the best quality.
Oh my gosh, you're a lifesaver.
As you guys get closer, and yeah, I am thinking they're on the 12th or 13th time of cactus flower.
Which is so shrieking loud at this rate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think children on a playground screaming at full volume. If you've been around kids, you know.
I babysat 14 with one other person around those age ranges.
My condolences.
Yeah.
Oh, they were great kids, but I understand.
And Penny excitedly goes, "Can I get down? I want to go see my dad." And he, once he hears it, Loki drops to one knee, letting her off. As she excitedly leads you guys in to to see. I can't trust Zoom chat anymore. To see her dad.
Could you ever?
Please no.
As you all see an older gentleman who is just working. He is hollow. He is thin. He looks almost like a skeleton. Artie, you recognize him immediately as the individual that you saw in your vision. You recognize the room. The only difference is you saw it clean, and this room is filled with props.
She just takes it in. Because I think even Artie would understand how long some props might take.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing, and I'm assuming they're all of impeccable quality.
Yeah.
And seeing Penny run up to this, I'm assuming, exhausted man.
Yes.
And you said gaunt? Like, I'm assuming, like, wasting.
Yeah. Like, you're not sure when he had a full meal or a meal.
Reaches into bag. Would I keep? I'm gonna assume that she probably keep granola bars on her.
Yes, you could.
Probably.
My
As
brain's going
snacks.
chewy bar.
Mm-hmm. Would keep some sort of like snack bar or something in her bag because
Mhm.
you know, get snacky when you're in the library. And hello. I just kind of follow after Penny because
And you see him look at Penny, though his hands do not stop. Roll me investigation. Or investigate. All who is are there.
oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's the longest. Oops.
Would try to see what would student librarian be a thing with this? Because seeing that
Not
wouldn't
as
be a thing.
much.
Information? No, just eye for detail. Okay.
12.
Great success.
11.
2 12s. and 11, all three of you can see that his hands are always moving. You can see the puppet strings coming off of his hands. And you can see them go into Penny. You can see them, although frazzled and losing shape on the other kids. And you can see as he works, there are two sets of hands. There's one that he's moving himself, and another that is almost made out of the strings themselves.
She's trying to steal herself, but she's kind of looking on almost in horror.
And when Penny runs up to him and gives him a hug, he just, there's my little princess. Have you had a fun day? Yeah. Are we gonna be sleeping at? No, I need to work. And he takes one hand off, pats her head. In Artie and Hikaru see this. His whole heart and soul is devoted to this little girl. And all he is afraid he can do is pat her on the head. He is so afraid of stopping working that even that instant he could lose her. With the 12, I'm giving you basically that you can see this pain on his face that he wants to hug her, but he's too afraid to.
Yeah, Hikaru is just gonna feel like a stabbing pain in his heart. He knows, what it's like to lose someone close like that. um, he doesn't really know the story, but he can feel like the sadness that's there, and he's just trying to interpret it all, trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh,
One of Jess's weaknesses is all alone. So she recognizes the pain that's going on with him.
Oh, Artie's not doing good right now. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Do I know of him as someone who works in faculty?
Probably by name alone.
Okay. What?
You know his last name is Ochino.
Ochino. It's good to see you, Mr. Ochino.
I do not know I know you.
Oh, I'm Artie. I'm the student librarian, one of the students on staff here.
I do not leave my workspace.
Yes. Oh, I sadly only know you by name. I've admired your work here in the theater when I've dropped off scripts.
Thank you.
Beautiful work.
I try.
And Artie just kind of stands there, and then she sees Penny in these rags that are just falling off of her. And knowing that he knows what she is, basically,
Mhm.
Goes, Penny. I kind of like pull her away a little bit to where Dad can see but can't hear very well in the office. Goes, do your shoes, are your shoes comfortable? Is your clothing comfortable?
They're what we find.
Well,
I mean, the theater teacher is really nice, and she kind of looks at her shoes. These are like a couple sizes too big, but if I tie them tight enough, they fit. And they said that when they had a kid for a show a couple years ago, um, they didn't need the overalls anymore, or the shirt.
I thought she didn't have a shirt underneath, or is it
Oh,
like
that's
tank
right.
top?
It's
Or is it
it's
just the
kind of just
overalls?
something to cover her chest up.
It's just like a loose, like a very, very loose
Yeah.
tank top. I'm assuming that's like really large.
Yeah. Or it's like a white shirt that's just very large and it doesn't.
Mhm. Give me one moment. And I'm going to very quickly like kind of be like, close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Does she close her eyes?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn. I'm gonna like draw in my bag, like in my book, really quickly.
Before you can, something comes out of the shadows.
What?
I'm over here.
And kind of grabs your arm.
Am I seeing this?
Yes, all three of you do.
Okay.
You recognize it as one of the puppeteering hands.
I do?
Yes. And it immediately lets off and disappears again. And you see he does not even look at you. He has been working this entire time.
I'm going to walk out of the room.
You just hear no magic.
It's not magic, sir. It's just more of, I wanted to draw her an outfit. So she had things that
If
fit
I
her.
cannot give it to her, you kind of hear it in his voice. This fear.
Well, what if I gave it to you? To give to her?
I did not follow the rules.
Penny, do you want to go play outside with the kids in the fort? Dolly, why don't you go take them to the fort?
Yeah, they all Dolly immediately like cheers to them to go out and play in their space that they kind of have.
And I make like the little paper dragon that's been on her fly toward it.
And yeah, because somebody said it in cast chat. Loki has been teaching them Small World, and so they're now singing that at the top of their lungs. I will not be singing it because I don't need that in my life at the moment.
I don't need that in my life.
Love you, Mom. No, it was you. You're horrible.
And
Gremlin.
Loki stays with you guys.
I look at Loki, the rules.
It means it's a fairy. A fairy working with one of them.
You.
Them as in the kids?
No. Them as in any. He motions to your mark on your chest.
Oh dear.
Is it true that you're taking life to power her?
He does not look up. Yeah, he never looks up, really. He's just working, and he goes, adults only.
Really?
The children were an accident. I did not add them. I do not take from them.
So this is because of you.
Her death is because of me.
Do you think this is a good life for her? Do you really think that this is a good life? Trapped in this godforsaken room? Only able to make friends with the kids of other faculty here? A kid like her should be able to be in school and be happy and not be in a t-shirt that's 3 times her size. Shoes that are so large that they have holes in them, and that she's and scared to.
What choice did I have?
You have a choice now.
I should have gone to see the show.
You're doing the exact same thing.
At least I keep her alive.
What kind of life is this, though?
What? Right.
You can see the sadness in her face.
She just wants her father to hug her.
Roll me.
I think Artie's gonna take him for
Convince.
crack.
Roll me. Go toe to toe.
Me?
Yes.
Oh shit. Can I use any power tags with this?
Yes.
Oh, this is. Oh, I'm gonna also use a weakness though, because this is. Oh shit. This is a nightmare. Okay. Would eye for detail work for this?
Yes.
Okay. Go toe to toe, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Great success.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He listens to you. And you can see the tears welling up in his eyes.
This is no
as he
life.
begins to shake. I don't know what will happen if I stop.
I look at Loki.
Is this worth it?
Do you have any clue what would happen?
To watch her from a window? From not even a window. To only hear about her day and not get to see it? For her to only live in this small world and not see what it can actually bring her?
And how long have you kept this up? How long can you keep this up?
I am not well.
No, you're not. You show that you're not the one powering her at this rate. Look at yourself, Mr. Uchno.
And Loki, looking to you, Morai. Worst we can do is try.
Worst we can do is try.
I mean, either way you look at it.
There's no life to give your little girl. For her to only want her family. The only family she has left. To want to feel loved and wanted. And to get nothing in return. I know that you are doing everything you can for her, but this is not the way.
You watch him, Artie. Stop. And you hear a scream come from where the kids are.
No, I'm gonna run.
Cutting over
Shit.
to Nora, Grant, and Garrett.
You bitch.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, yeah. The choices
Oh,
have
I
been
was getting
made.
ready to also do something too, but that I guess I'll have to wait.
Oh God. Oh, what have I done?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yep, I'm running with you.
Mm-hmm.
But also, so what is our next move? We just finished talking to Pandora,
Mm-hmm.
learned things, but also found out it's just caffeine pills, which are being supplied by somebody to somebody who cannot stop working, otherwise he fears his daughter will die. So,
I think the next logical step would be to go to the group about what we know now.
I mean, if we see anybody in the theater like area, especially somebody that seems like they've been there a while, it may be worth asking them if they've seen anybody kind of go
Have
in or
you-
out of that prop area.
Have you been headed to the theater this whole time?
Probably.
When we stopped talking with Pandora, we probably made our way over towards the
Yeah,
theater.
we got coffee
Oh.
first.
As soon as we're like away from Pandora, like it's subtle, but like Nora kind of just rests as the voices just stop for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, and like kind of leans into Lizzie.
Who she immediately, it is like arm under you, like helping you walk.
It's not that like
Because she's seen
she
this before.
collapses. It's just like, fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah, because she's seen this before of it's just a lot.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Still have what, another 2 nights of this?
Yeah. That's not the problem.
But it's a solution to a problem that we have.
Yes.
He says, kind of gesturing at the mark that he's like careful not to touch because he doesn't necessarily want to incite them at this point.
Okay.
All the same. So does it kind of, as they enter the theater, does he kind of see anybody that might be around?
You guys actually see as Penny collapses.
How close were they?
You guys, they're in the bay, kind of rebuilt a play area with out of boxes.
Okay, so they were in the play area, and the rest of them were deeper in with
Deeper
the
in, correct.
How close are we? Because if we're close enough, Nora would kind of just like instinctually go to like scoop her up.
You are within running distance, let me say it that way. To be there to scoop her up right as Artie, Hikaru, and Professor Morai show up.
Zoom, zoom.
So I guess the moment that she would have dropped, Grant would immediately kind of try to scan the room and see if anybody might have been responsible, not thinking that it's somebody did or the creator did a thing, but more thinking somebody did something in this room.
Yeah. Hikaru, what
Yeah,
did
Nora's
you...
running over and like
Oh, if Artie doesn't beat you there first.
You guys are kind of arriving at the same time.
Coordinated baseball slides.
Yep.
Yep.
Full
Yep.
drop to knee slide,
Yeah.
grabbing her, freaking out.
Was it just Penny that screamed, or all of the kids?
Actually, it wasn't Penny who screamed. It was Dolly. Because her friend just collapsed.
I'm assuming the whole group went towards the kids together, including Loki.
Yes.
Okay. What?
I was just curious how good he did looking around the room.
Oh, he did incredible.
There's nothing to be found, maybe,
Radar
or unless he
ping.
finds something funnier.
No, what you see, it's actually what you don't see, Grant.
Oh.
You don't see any of the word
So
is
the strings
gone out of my head.
So the marionette strings are missing.
Yeah, the strings are gone on Penny.
Okay.
And the rest of them as well, or just Penny?
They're gone, period.
Oh no.
I'd like to imagine Nora and Artie get there at the same time and they're both just kind of holding her. But both of them are like, whoa.
This is
That,
how
like,
I
they
picture
don't
it.
say anything about it.
Garrett's going to slip into the shadows and see what he can see there.
Roll me
And this is, I'm sorry.
Investigate.
While you do that, Hikaru, what's going to happen is he'll run over with the rest of them. He'll see that Artie and Nora have the kids taken care of.
Get the other kids
And he
out.
just wants to turn around and totally deck Loki. Just like,
roll me go
bam.
toe to toe.
I said, I'm about to ask Loki to do something. Is there anything you can do? I might be
Mild
distracting
success.
him for a punch. Who knows?
So
Is it sunny outside?
no, it is night.
Oh, good God.
So
Everything I've got is basically
I'm so
backing
sorry.
each
You
other
just
off.
missed it. You just missed the sun was setting. Well, when she went down. I can't tell if we lost. No. Oh my God. You were just not moving at all. Artie. Oh Lord. That was a panic on my side. I thought we'd lost you.
Nope, I'm still.
Yeah.
I am focused.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this.
So
Toe to toe, right?
yeah.
8. Mild success.
Yeah. Okay. So first with the Garrett's mild success, what you see with it is there are no strings. You don't even see their evidence of strings being there.
So there's no strings leading to Penny. There's no strings leading to wherever the hell
Nope.
Warren is.
Nope.
What does
So
she
yeah,
look like?
the for everybody that's in the theater here is they're all gone.
And Hikaru, you go to swing, but he grabs your hand.
There's still
And-
fire involved, so.
Oh yeah. And as you go to activate your fire, you can see it kind of swirl around him. And as he accepts it.
Minor fire god, bitches.
And he just goes, people forget. That's another thing that I'm known for. And he looks to Jezza. 3, 2, 1. And Penny immediately just
I assume
wakes
both Artie
up.
and Nora just like jolt back.
And she's crying.
And
She's fully crying.
And at this point, Mr. Ochino actually comes out.
I am pulling her close and holding her close. I like have basically at this point ripped her out of Nora's arms and holding her close.
That's okay. Nora just like kid going down, I catch. Like it probably just like came over her rather than like an active decision she made.
Mhm.
It would, let me put it this way, it was not Nora's movement that got her there fast enough.
Yeah, that's likely. And then Nora was kind of just there like, I have the kid.
I have
Then looks
child. Help.
And then like pulls her back. Penny?
And she looks at her dad.
Are the strings back?
No. Mama says you need to stop blaming yourself. It wasn't your fault. And you just see him weep and fall to his knees.
I let her go to him because I know she's going to.
Yeah. And they get to, you can see him embrace her for the first time in 3 years. That is how long he has been constantly working.
Nora just has like a subtle look that Lizzie would understand as a. It's nice that she gets to hug her dad.
Grant is still on guard because this what's occurring here does not come without consequences.
Mr. Ochino, like picks up his daughter and he just leaves. He does say as he's leaving, "Thank you. I do not understand, but thank you." As he leaves you in an empty and dark, well, as dark as a theater can get. The stage is only lit by a singular light.
Ghostlight.
Yep. The backstage is still lit, but the audience is dark.
Should we head back to my place?
What about the other
What?
kids?
Happened.
Can I roll convince?
Yes.
What are the other kids? Where are they?
They're just kind of there, and as this all happens, their parents are picking them up. Like, this is what they do every single day.
So they weren't affected by Penny
No.
collapsing. What about Dolly?
Dolly was shocked by it, but once she woke up, it was kid logic and, oh, she's fine.
I love kid logic.
Yes, kid logic.
I think we should go back to the apartment now. Let's go. And I get up and I just start walking to Betty.
So
I'm gonna make sure the kids
Can
all get back
I
to where they go.
roll investigate?
Yes, you can.
Because something might be kind of off.
so
I'm just looking at what Artie rolled, and maybe Nora would pick up on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that on purpose.
do you want me to re-roll for the investigate, even though I've been kind of on guard kind of the whole time, or
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm
Use
gonna.
whatever tags you need.
I will.
Okay.
I'm using psychology student, psychoanalysis, deduction, and sharp wit.
I think that would count more than
I got an 11 again.
Great success.
I like
what's
these.
that?
I like these dice. These work better for me.
They do. They're really great.
The other one was ones.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's
Yes.
a see-through.
So yeah, she knows exactly what's
Oh
happening.
gosh.
And what are you looking for, Grant?
Me specifically?
Yeah.
there's a new person who is Grant was never kind of clued into who in the world this person is. They just kind of
Nope.
showed up.
Yep.
As far as he's aware, they kind of Deus Ex Machina, or at least may have been related or part of the resolution.
Yes. That's about what you get with it. You don't know who this person is. No one
I
has
mean, he's
introduced
gonna
you.
ask him. He's kind of looks over, oh, out of character. He kind of looks over at Loki and basically says, "Who might you be?"
A friend, as you can tell.
An ally at
Chit chat, but it
an
won't
ally
be
at the
chit chat.
minimum.
I mean, if you want to call me that.
This is low key.
Oh,
And when he's introduced, he does the biggest flowery
Flourish.
bow.
and I would be known as Grant. It's only fair to
Show off.
exchange name for name.
Brought Penny back.
I did not.
Then who did?
No, I just timed it out well enough.
All
Love
the same.
brought her back.
The fairy.
No. Breaking whatever gift the fairy gave freed her.
All
What's
the
the
same.
consequence, though?
To be seen.
There's always a price. What's the consequence?
Well,
I know.
potentially whoever was working with the fairy may have suffered a solid price for the gentleman being released.
We won't know. But I will have to say, and you kind of see him walking backwards out onto the stage, where once he hits where the wing stops and the stage starts, so where the audience could see him, you begin to hear uproarious applause.
From the shadows.
Yes.
What does Garrett see
You-
from the shadows?
Right.
Oh god.
Forgets about that.
No.
Yeah. DM forgets about this.
Shit.
Unfortunately, what you see is an entire auditorium filled with different individuals from different time periods. Most of them, it's very obvious how they died in battle. Some of them, a little bit less so obvious how they died.
Oh shit.
Knowing the criteria for Valhalla.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. I'm not saying further.
I know that these
This
are
bitch
Einherjar.
brought in
Garrett
the
doesn't.
entire theater of Einherjar. Sorry.
A little detail. I don't think Artie would have noticed it because they were also like focused on the kid. But if anyone saw Nora running, there was a spectral form around her.
Yeah.
It's looking everywhere else.
Yeah, everybody else was.
So do I need to describe what Nora's seeing as she sees Artie walk away? Because I'm assuming that was what the investigate was for.
Yeah, that's the next.
14.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait till that's narratively allowed to describe.
Yeah. I'm actually coming to you guys next. As he does that, and yes, Garrett, you see I don't know how many auditorium seats at the moment. I have not decided yet. But it is quite a large group of
150.
the undead.
Garrett says to himself, neat trick.
And
heads to the back to
he goes
petty theft.
yeah, he does this, which stops it. And to you all, he just goes, next time you need me, don't be afraid to call me. And he walks across the stage and just disappears into the shadows.
Of course he does.
Because why not?
He is a showy bitch.
Exit stage left.
Literally. Cutting to Artie and Nora. And yeah, Artie does not know this person is following.
No.
But what does Nora see?
Went from the very kind of like loose, fun gait, because Artie has kind of like a very chill vibe. Unless you're fucking with people, and then she's pissed, and then it's kind of like the kind of like she has a very chill vibe unless she's going into aggressive mode. Other than that, she's very, very chill. Rigid, walking with purpose, seemingly almost as if on autopilot. Just the whole like, you know, like the walk where you're like you're just avoiding people, and like it's just very autopilot.
The Garrett.
Artie,
Does not hear you the first time. Let's just say it another time.
Artie,
What?
you don't have to put up a face.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do. You just think I'm stupid.
I don't think you are stupid, Nora.
Then why the act? Talk to me. I'm not here to psychoanalyze you if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, come on. We both know it's an occupational hazard with you.
Yeah, but I don't have to voice any of it.
Her headset's also fully on. I don't want to talk about it right now.
You're coming back to my place, right? With all of us?
Yeah, I was going to go get Betty, see if anyone... Guess I forgot to ask if anyone wanted to ride.
Lizzie, do you want to go with her?
As Lizzie is with Nora. And she sees you kind of fighting the cracks. And she just brings you into a hug.
And she just breaks down. And just fully breaks in her arms. I thought she was gone. I thought she was gone, Lizzie. I thought she was gone.
Yeah, I think we all did.
I yelled at him. I told him it was stupid for him making a choice for her. That it was not a life. It was a half life. That he was dying. This wasn't fair. How dare you take the lives of others? Why? Why? And she just breaks.
Yeah. And Liz just holds her.
Fully breaks. Just
Yeah.
is sobbing.
Yeah.
Saying
And
why. And then she goes, oh.
I was telling him that too. It is. You did the right thing.
Oh, you showed up too?
Well, I've been there, yeah.
Yeah, she kind of followed too.
Yeah, I've been there.
As Liz
No.
just, this world isn't meant for everyone.
I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help. I didn't
I
think
know.
she was gonna fall. I didn't think she was going to fall, and I was scared that she would. And she didn't. And
But
just
she
goes,
was
Oh, it's
Yeah,
rough.
and
I'm so sorry, guys. Trigger warning.
yeah,
Nora, um, fully going in, knowing that Artie's probably just going to push her away, but like she kind of just like joins in the hug.
She doesn't. She
Yeah.
doesn't. Artie actually doesn't.
Nora gives
Well,
good
she's
a
getting
hug.
hugged, so fucking deal with it.
yep.
And
And
yeah.
they both are Rain. Liz just kind of takes you both and hugs you both.
Group
She just goes,
hug.
I don't want to lose anyone else. I don't want
Listen,
to lose you. I don't want to
I
lose
know.
Warren. I don't want to lose anyone. Everyone's slipping and I can't help.
It's yeah.
Oh shit.
And Liz is absolutely trying to answer your questions and trying to help.
Nora kind of just
Oh.
And you can kind of hear her voice of this world. It's hard.
but it's not on your shoulders.
Not alone.
It's on. I just want
Yeah.
to help.
I know.
You did the right thing.
You
I was
reunited
saying the
that.
same thing. I was mirroring it. He didn't hear it just from you.
And she's real tears. Oh man. I'm okay.
We make the unfortunate hard decisions so that no one else knows. I tried to protect you from it.
This isn't fair. This isn't fair to anyone.
No.
They're just kids, Lizzie. They're just kids.
They have each other.
And that's how
Just
they
like you have
face
us.
this. Nora left the group after shit went sideways.
She's not standing at this rate. I feel like it's a thing of they're like all on the floor at this rate.
Yeah, they're just a pile.
Artie does
Yeah.
not have the strength to stand at this rate. And
it's not easy.
please go now, please. I just want to get to the car. I just want to get to the car.
Okay.
I just want to drive.
We're gonna
please.
Head back to the apartment.
I don't want anyone else to see this. I just want to get to the car.
Hey, and hearing you, I just want to be safe.
I don't want anyone to see this. I just want to get to the car.
Okay. Yeah, I heard I just want to be safe.
Yeah.
Liz is gonna grab your face. You've seen me at my ugliest. Let me see you at yours.
Morai, do you want to take the freshies back to mine? And holds out her keys.
Sure.
Don't crash her. Just knowing you won't, but this is also her baby.
Yeah.
Betty's already Sam.
Mind if I join you guys?
I'll leave the bike here. You come get it tomorrow.
I'm sorry to anybody who's playing or watching. I'm so sorry. I told y'all shit's gonna get emotional.
Mind if I join you guys and Betty?
May I take the bike instead?
Whoop! I love Hikaru.
Showed up.
Yep. Just to ask that. I love Hikaru.
I'd love to think that Hikaru didn't hear anything, just came to ask if Hikaru could ride the bike.
Mm-hmm.
Because he heard everybody else wanting to go into the car. So he's like, well, I'll take the bike then. That way he doesn't get left behind.
She's my baby, and I know where you live.
Of course you
toss
do. I
him
live in the
toss
damn
him the
dorms.
keys.
Where else would I
And
live?
I toss him the keys. Not a scratch.
Would I dare?
And no
A little
fire.
cinch maybe, but
And no fire.
no,
Or you won't
I
pass the class for the rest of your life.
oh boy.
I'm gonna follow your GP, your G.
I
Your
love that we
GDP.
kind of just played musical chairs with keys. Mariah, take Moira.
True dorm life.
Yes.
I feel like there needs to be music in the background. We're all swapping keys.
As
Like musical chairs.
you guys get back to the apartment, spend another night.
There are new energy drinks, and these ones taste a lot better, guys.
They're from the future. As you see the sunrise again,
And then I had a thing. Okay.
you hear on the door a knocking.
Now what?
No.
And it's hard and it's loud.
No one go near the door.
No, I'm not. I refuse. I have not had any coffee yet.
I gave
Alright.
you your coffee, dude.
I'll
Well,
go
he
open
drank
the
that a long
door.
time ago.
I'll go open the
There
door.
are so many energy drinks.
Don't open the door. Don't open the door.
Don't.
Let me say this first. Artie, you hear Warren's voice on the other side. Hey, can you guys let me in? Hikaru, you hear your mother's voice. Sweetheart, can you let me in, please?
What in the hell?
What do I hear?
Warren?
Garrett, you hear your Aunt Petunia's voice. Oh,
Oh, fuck that.
dearie,
Nope.
can you open the door, eh?
Garrett's eyes just widen. It's like, you've never left Manitoba.
Just let me in. You each hear a voice of somebody who shouldn't be at the door.
Nora would probably hear her dad. And
I would
she
probably hear my
just
grandmother.
Artie,
she hears her dad and just kind of like snaps because she knows that there's no way in any universe that he could be at the door. And just goes, "No one touch the fucking door."
But it's Warren.
Artie,
No, it's not.
the voice
Because if
shifts.
it's Warren, it's my dad.
Oh,
He's
no,
dead.
you.
My
And
mom.
Like hearing her dad just pisses her off because she knows it's not him.
and Artie, the voice shifts
Oh, no.
to the voice of your mom. Sweetie, it's me. All you have to do is open the door. And that's where we're going to cut it for tonight.
Motherfucker. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I heard my grandmother and then decided to.
Three of us
okay,
heard people who are
that's
dead.
Not. Yeah, that's not. No.
Whoa.
That's not a thing.
Oh, shit.
The door is unopened. So
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Lovingly DM.
Thank you so much to all of my players, even if I get flicked off.
So
Please,
this
so
week's
much.
this week's YouTube homework is the Mandela catalog.
Either Mandela catalog or have you ever seen a mimic?
yeah, my brain is something there.
My brain was fully thinking of the wolf from that the goat kids story where he pretended to be the parent with the bomb. That's just me.
Oh,
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I
like
know
a
what you're
really,
talking
really
about.
old story.
yeah. Thank you to our producer for tonight, Glory.
Oh
I
my.
love that we got to hear your voice. I don't know if Zoom
That was hysterical.
That was amazing.
but I loved it still. Thank you to chat as always. I couldn't read your comments, but I thank you for being here. And thank you to those watching in the future on YouTube or the VOD. If you watched it to here, you must have liked it. So please hit the bell, subscribe, do all the things to know when something goes out. We are live 5 nights a week. This next week 6.
6
Yeah.
because the Monday show.
Yep. And even with a world as dark as ours is, please be nice to each other. Night, y'all.
Night.